Hi everyone, I'm Ben. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to care for a wood cutting board. I'm going to show you how to clean them, how to condition them, and then we'll go over some general do's and don'ts when it comes to a wood cutting board. Whether you've recently purchased one of our boards or you're just looking for a cutting board guide in general, this guide will serve as a universal one for you. So without further delay, let's get into it. Now, we're going to use one of my end grain cutting boards here that I have in my kitchen. It's going to serve as a really good example. As you can see, it's really overdue. And for the record, you should never let your board get this bad. It could lead to cracking and warping. How often you condition your board will vary with how often you use it. Someone who uses their cutting board daily and then cleans it with dish soap, for example, will likely have to apply once every 2 weeks. Some signs that your cutting board has to be conditioned are the wood has lost its vibrancy and water has stopped beading on the surface and just starts to seep into the wood. So you're going to start by cleaning the board on both sides with mild soap and then let dry before moving to the next step. It's important that both sides of the board can dry evenly at the same time, so leave it on its edge or standing upright. This is also a good tip for general practice. Next, you'll apply a generous amount of food-grade mineral oil to the board and rub it into the wood, making sure it seeps into the entire surface. Let sit for at least 30 minutes, and then you can wipe away the excess. It's a good idea to wait 24 hours before sealing it with beeswax or board butter or board cream in order to let the oil penetrate the wood. I also want to note that it's important to do both steps for the sides as well. Doing the sides will help prevent the seams from coming apart, so it's my recommendation that you don't neglect them. For the next part, I like to use beeswax. It seals well, it smells great, and it's still reasonably priced. Grab a cloth or paper towel and then start massaging the wax into the board, making sure you cover every inch. Let sit for 30 minutes and wipe away the excess. Now, let's quickly go over some general do's and don'ts for your cutting board. We'll start with the do's. It's a good idea to clean both sides of your cutting board shortly after using it and store it in a manner where both sides can air out evenly. You can condition as necessary or as often as you like. You can't over-condition, the wood will simply stop absorbing the oil. Use baking soda and water to help lift stains left behind. The faster you catch the stains, the easier they come out. Use lemon and coarse salt to lift odors left behind, such as garlic. You can use a vinegar and water-based solution to disinfect the board if you've used raw meat on your cutting board. Simply add 1 part vinegar to 4 parts of water and add to a squeeze bottle. Lastly, leave it in a place where you frequently see it. It'll bring you happiness and joy. Okay, now the don'ts. Don't use harsh abrasives like steel wool or chemicals like bleach on your board. Don't submerge in water or let soak, as this can compromise the glue joints. Don't put into the dishwasher, as this can permanently warp the board and also compromise the glue joints, leaving it unseamed. Don't put hot pots or lids on your cutting board. It can burn the surface and also compromise the glue joints. Don't use anything serrated on your cutting board, because this is what happens, and they're basically small saws. Also, make sure not to use cooking oils to condition your board, as these will go rancid. Make sure you're only using food-grade mineral oil and a finisher like beeswax, specifically made for cutting boards. Alright, well there you have it. Thanks for watching, everybody. We hope that you found this video instructive and useful. If you did, please like, subscribe down below for future videos. Until then, ciao for now.